Hey my awesome students, it's Miss Hampson. It's good to see you. Today we're going to be doing sentence diagramming, and for my students, you are already familiar with basic sentence diagramming, and you already know how to diagram subject, action verb, and direct object. You already know subject, linking verb, and predicate nominative and predicate adjective. You also have already mastered the prepositional phrases, diagramming them, and you've mastered the you understood directives. Go home and do this, do that. And you've also mastered the question sentence and turning that around into a statement. So you've gotten pretty far. You will have to do a packet today as a review of all those, and every one of those is incorporated into this packet. And today I'm going to introduce to you two new things, and that would be sentence diagramming compounds, diagramming compound subjects, and compound predicates. And also we'll throw in a little diagram of a compound predicate adjective right here. So you do need to take notes. So these 5 sentences that are on the board, so you do need to take notes. Please write down these 5 sentences on the board as well as them properly being diagrammed, because when you do your packet, you're going to need to use these as a model. Okay, so off we go. Julie and I went to the zoo. You know how to diagram Julie went to the zoo and I went to the zoo. So let's see how to do a compound Julie and I went to the zoo. It's easy. So you have to have 2 lines because you have 2 subjects, and the subjects are Julie and I. They are joined by 2 slanted lines, like a little Pac-Man gobble gobble thing, and it's going to gobble up the dotted line. So you make a dotted line that has the conjunction and on it, Julie and I, for your compound subject. Julie is your subject noun, I is your subject pronoun, and is a conjunction. And you finish diagramming the way that you know how to diagram the rest of a sentence. You have a vertical line that separates your subject from your predicate, and then you go on. Julie and I what? We went. Went is your action verb. And then, is it a direct object? No, because to the zoo is a prep phrase. And to the zoo is diagrammed as you know how to diagram a prep phrase. You have a slanted line and then a horizontal line. Your preposition goes directly on the slanted line. To what? To zoo. Zoo is your preposition. Sorry, to is your preposition. Zoo is your object of the preposition, your OP. And then the is your modifier of zoo. So, in a prep phrase, the labeling always spells out POP, P-O-P, preposition, object of preposition. And now we move on. I play soccer and run. We're going to take this format here and put this on the predicate side of the sentence. So you diagram the subject the same way you would. I is what the sentence is about, is your subject pronoun, and I play and run. So we're going to erase this because we need 2 lines that join 2 different predicates or verbs. I what and what, and it's going to be joined by a dotted line with the conjunction and. I play and run. I play. Play is your action verb. Since it's an action verb, it gets a straight line and a direct object. I play what? Soccer. Soccer is your direct object, and is your conjunction. Run is your action verb. Run does not need a line after it unless it has an object. So if I run marathons, then I would put a straight line and put marathons. But if I don't run anything, I just run, you don't need the vertical line there. Our flag is red, white, and blue. Uh-oh, what do we do with 3? Okay, so let's see. Who or what is the sentence about? It's about flag. Our modifies flag. When you're diagramming, we don't do punctuation in diagramming, but you have to stay true to the capitalization. Our is capitalized because it's the first word in the sentence. Flag is not because it isn't. Flag is your subject noun. Our modifies flag. It's a modifier. Flag what? Flag is. Flag is what? Is your linking verb, and so it's not a straight line because with linking verbs, the leaning line leans left. So is a linking verb, and our flag is what? Well, it's red, white, and blue. It's 3 things. So we need to erase that and accommodate and make room for 3 things. And we have the dotted line here that is your conjunction and then we have red. Where's the other one go? Right here in the middle. So our flag is red, white, blue, and there's your and is a conjunction. Red is a PA, which is predicate adjective. White is a predicate adjective. Blue is a predicate adjective. Okay? And we recognize this sentence as a directive. Go home and give me a call. And all directives, as you know, are the subject is you understood, if it's not already given a name. And you understood is not capitalized and it goes in parentheses. You draw the vertical line that separates the subject from the predicate. You what? And we're going to have to erase that because we need two different predicates. You what? You go. Connect the lines with dotted lines, and you put and, which is your conjunction. You go and give. Okay? You is your you understood is your subject pronoun, and is a conjunction. Go is your action verb. Since it's an action verb, it gets a straight line and a direct object. Home is your direct object. Give is your action verb. Give what? It's a straight line with a direct object. You give call. And then me is your indirect object, and we know that that goes on a slanted line with a horizontal line, and the indirect object goes on this line. Give me is your IO for indirect object. You go home and give me call, and modifies call. Call is your DO, and me is your IO. Can we diagram a question sentence? Yes, we can. We turn it around into a statement first in our minds, and we say we can diagram a question sentence. So let's go ahead. Who or what is the sentence about? It's about we. Do not capitalize it because we remain true to the capitalization up here. We what? We can diagram is your full verb. We can diagram. We is your subject pronoun. Can diagram, I already messed up. Stay true to the capitalization, Miss Hampson, so it's a capital C because it's the first word in the sentence. We can diagram. We can diagram what? This is an action verb, helping verb. Since it's an action verb, it has a straight line with a direct object. What can we diagram? We can diagram sentence. Sentence is your direct object, and A and question are your modifiers. You can put modifier, you can put adjective, and that is your lesson for today. Thank you.